Welcome back, y'all. Excuse me. My bad. Just got back from vacation. Honestly, I forgot all about recording. But that's enough talking. Let's get right back into it. I forgot where we even left off. If there's something you'd like to say, please share it with the court.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? It's the delightful Englishwoman who's testifying at the moment. If you can't find fault with her testimony, then the cross-examination should be over immediately.
Oh, is that how it works? I mean, if he up there still on the witness stand, you know what I'm saying? He should testify. Absolutely not. The detective is in the stand, which makes him a valid witness, correct? Bro, stop slapping me. Yes, not to mention the fact that he's intimately involved in the case. What do you mean by that? Inspector Hosonaga. Yes. Do you have something to add in relation to the statement just made by Miss Brett? Take a sip of this Gatorade. Just got off of work and I am sweating bullets. I already know I'm not gonna wake up dead tomorrow. I was sore from yesterday, so I already know today is gonna be the exact same, but it's whatever. Well, yes, if you don't mind, I would like to speak. The lady is right. Our country's police practices are not as modern as those used in Great Britain, which is why I, Satoru, I'm looking dead at the U, and I said Satoru. Satoru Hosonaga. Always strive to make every investigation I'm involved in flawless. What do you really mean by that? I'll tell you what I mean. I won't have evidence lacking on my watch. I'm not afraid to take everything I can from the scene of the crime. It's preserving evidence, you see. I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief. I'm not ashamed of what I've done. A crime scene thief? Well, it looks... Oh, wrong voice. Well, it looks like the lady's remarks touched a nerve there. A nerve in his throat. Technical foul, assessed to be strogy. It's too early to be starting this. Take another sip of this Gatorade. Take this for example. Is that? This is the bottle of carbonated water that I took to the victim's table on the day in question. And yes, it's lost all of its fizz, having been opened 3 days ago now. But it was carbonated water. I don't care what anyone says. Yes, there's some left in the bottle, I can see it. One day our police force will be among the best in the world. Time is coming, I guarantee it. I can't say I condone the witness's actions, but I do understand the sentiment. The court will accept the glass bottle of water as evidence. That's all you took from the scene? Miss Brett, can you confirm this is indeed the bottle from which you drank on the day of the victim's death?
Yes, it was that bottle.
Bro, why is English accent so tough?
What was that about? She seemed to avert her eyes when she answered the judge's question. True. And when he whipped out the bottle, she seemed a little, I don't know, shocked. Very well, counsel. You may resume the cross-examination. And the inspector will kindly control his fervor. What does that bottle prove? The label is written in a foreign language that I don't recognize. It's French. Do you know what it says, Cosmo? I think it's French. This must be very expensive water. Yes, but what does it say? That's what I was asking. Then go to France and ask. You could just say that you don't know.
Disrespectful.
Okay. Carbonated water on the victim's table. Okay. Fortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burned his wrist like that. On the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in the toast. As far as I've heard, the postmortem report showed no possible causes. Report showed no other possible causes of death besides the gunshot. If some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. I don't know. But of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it anyway. Now, okay, brainstorming time. Obviously, with this, with her being so, what's the word I'm looking for? Overconfident about during this statement. Plus, voice crack. Hope y'all ain't hit it. Plus, this statement. Man's life can be taken without leaving a trace. Please do show me. Which leads me to believe that there is another, like, he didn't die from the gunshot. But given our current, like, do I press the statements? Cause he showed this bottle, like, death occurred a little after 2 p.m. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. It says nothing else about the another way to kill him. This picture just shows the gunshot, the glass, the steak, nothing else. Waiter's business card. Only shows where they sat. That just shows the what you call it. Like I'm looking for another way he could have possibly died. That burn most likely isn't enough to kill him. But the fact that he didn't react to the fact that he didn't react to the burn itself leads me to believe that he was either dead or the anesthesia was still in effect. But even I don't even think anesthesia would like you would still feel the burn. This is just his demo. Or eating or drinking anything but water. This shows her glass and his burn. This is all like we look there. So this is carbonated water. I don't know what's wrong with me. I promise y'all I can read. So this carbonated water is the last drink Dr. Wilson ever had. It looks like there's a little left in the bottle, although it's just plain water now. You know, I've been sweating so much, I'm absolutely parched. I'll just have a sip of this and keep me going. No, Ryunosuke, you can't do that. One thing, that's evidence. You was seriously about to drink some evidence? You can't go drinking evidence. Oh no, you're right. We don't know what might be inside, do we? Never cease to amaze me, Ryunosuke, in more ways than one. I wonder, could there be anything in this water? What's the matter? You've gone quiet all of a sudden. I think I might have just worked something out. An interesting possibility. Okay, poison. So I was thinking, didn't have proof. I was thinking that, but I don't have proof. So, are we gonna present evidence without proof now?
Yes.
Music stop. I was gonna present it, but that statement right there led me to to think to what you call it, because it's brand new evidence, and that statement is basically baiting you to present evidence, and that's new evidence. But it didn't. I don't know. What is this? The bottle of water. Actually, there is one method of killing a man without leaving a trace that comes to mind. Obviously, I'm referring to poison.
Poison?
On the day of his death, we know that Dr. Wilson drank from this bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there was poison inside? Could it be that the professor actually died after taking a sip from his glass? Order, order, order. There you go. And on that day, who was sitting at the same table as the professor and able to slip the poison into his drink? There's only one person who could possibly have done it. Giselle Brett. It was you. Okay, but we don't have proof. I understand that it's a possibility. Oh, know what I'm saying? Her whacking him with a fly swat in the back of his neck to death is also a possibility. Well, we don't have proof.
Objection! This is outrageous to suggest such a thing without a scrap of evidence. You little rookie imbecile. Have you even considered the delicate situation our country finds itself in now? Have you forgotten that we have only just signed an accord of friendship with the British Empire? Have you even the vaguest inkling that your rash accusations could jeopardize the entire treaty?
Objection!
Like, thank you, bro. He made some good points, but bro, you talk so much. This is not a political arena. This is a trial to determine one individual's guilt with respect to one crime.
What?
The fact that this woman is British makes no difference. We are here to determine the truth. The whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
If I may,
I will silence you forever this disgraceful attack on the...
shut up! It is you who would be silent. You shall be silent on this Tuesday.
Of course. Dear lady!
Bit rude, isn't it? Bit rude. Where did that come from? She just snapped. Curtsy.
I'm afraid I may have spoken unfairly before. I offer my most humble apologies.
I'm sorry, my lady. To what are you referring?
I described your police force as inferior, but no matter how inferior they may be, you still investigated this particular point thoroughly, I believe. The bottle, Inspector, and
Bottle.
and whether it contained poison or not.
Of course. You did? Have you forgotten what my guiding principle is already?
He wants perfection.
I strive for a flawless investigation every time. I don't believe it. Ooh, she all on me. On me, I think she want me. Want me, not, can't even lonely. Nah. Naturally, we tested the inside of the bottle and its contents. And what did you find, Inspector? I ordered tests for every toxin that's available in this country at the present time. In this country? She's British. She might have some British poison. We could find no trace of poison of any description in the bottle of carbonated water, Your Excellency. What? Are you sure? The tests were meticulously carried out by the chief coroner himself. No.
I'm very grateful to all you Japanese.
If you're annoyed by my accents, trust me, I am too. I'm annoyed with myself, actually.
You've successfully established my complete innocence in this horrid affair. Thank you.
But of course, dear lady, the pleasure was all ours.
Lift your head up, bro. I was so sure. This can't be right. Everything falls into place if he was poisoned. I mean, not everything. Thank you, counsel. I think that cross-examination has clarified everything. As the prosecution have asserted, a shot to the chest from this gun is the only conceivable cause of death. Furthermore, the accused, who by his own admission was holding this weapon, is the only possible culprit. I'm done, bro. The court wishes to apologize for the great inconvenience that this has caused you, Miss Brett.
Oh no! I'm just glad the matter is resolved.
Before proceeding, I must ask the counsel for the defense. Do you have any further new evidence to present the court at this point?
Why don't we ask the prosecution or the detective who seems to be pulling out random pieces of evidence at any given moment? Kazuma?
I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. I've nothing more.
Well, if you'll excuse me now, I must be leaving.
I'll smack that goose off your head.
Hold it!
Who was that? Email. Ooh.
Please, what?
What's the voice for Maya?
Hey, Nick. Please wait.
Isn't that...
What is the meaning of this?
Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense.
Mikotoba, just like... Mikotoba. That's his order? Mikotoba? My darkest hour, with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning, and in her hand she carried a small package wrapped in a furoshiki cloth. Furoshiki. Furo. To be continued. Well, we're not gonna end the episode here. Surely. Let's save it in the #1 spot. And let's go back. What you talking about? What? So the judge gave us a recess. Oh, we're still in court.
Well, I understand you are the judicial assistant to the defense, but why this sudden ingress into my courtroom?
Ha! A judicial assistant and a woman, no less? Whoa now, brother. Trying to get canceled. I don't care. Excuse me. I don't care what time period this is. Excuse me. You will get canceled, sir. The rules state that females are not permitted into this court of law other than to testify. Technical foul on your entire legal system.
Yes, I fully understand. I ask only for 5 minutes of time. I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense.
Ah! You're too late, little girl. This trial has already been concluded. Shut up.
5 minutes. I will not allow a moment more.
But, Your Excellency...
I am most grateful.
You got to show us. Who exactly are you? We're not gonna waste time asking frivolous questions. Now, hold that thought while I Google what frivolous means. See, look, boy, stop playing with me, boy. My vocabulary is extensive. I know what I'm talking about. What the hell you talking about?
I'm sorry, there's no time. Please, simply accept this for now. Thank you. What is it? A report about something written in English? I don't know how to read English. It's Giselle Brett's research. The Englishwoman's. After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university. I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical faculty and borrowed this paper. Oh yes, that's right. Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't she? What was she studying? Poison? So does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case? I'm afraid I don't know. I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself. Yeah. How would... Ryunosuke, bro. Even though I was low-key thinking the same thing. Ryunosuke, bro. How would she know what was going on in the court if she wasn't at the court? Duh. Oh, no. Of course not. Special characteristics of Curare and its effects on human subjects. Interesting. Curare? What's that? Never heard of that word before. You don't know what Curare means, Ryunosuke? Everybody should know what Curare means. Alright, fine, I'll tell you. Curare. A bitter, resinous substance obtained from the bark and the stems of some South American plants. It paralyzes the motor nerves and is traditionally used by some Indian peoples to poison their arrows and blowpipe darts. Everybody knows what Curare is, duh. You know what I'm saying?
Time's up!
That has not been 5 minutes. You are capping a half.
The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom.
There was too little time for me to read it in detail, but I've summarized what I could on a note just inside the cover. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eye over it. This is wonderful, thank you. I'm gonna look at it right now. Goodbye then, and good luck. Poison made from the bark of certain trees and jungles of South America. The hunters of the region have used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Effects: instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death, even in minute doses. Ooh. Route of entry: the above mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Now, hold on, before I let me finish reading. Practical application. Due to its ability to render the human body paralytic, it's believed that the toxin could have applications as an anesthetic. However, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result of the full body paralysis must be found first. Patients would die of suffocation. So they want to use this as an anesthetic, but they got to make sure people are able to breathe when they use it. However, let's get back to this part. let's just use our brains real quick. Instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death, even in minute doses. Route of entry: the above mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound. Now, the Dr. Wilson has three wounds on his body. The first and obvious being the gunshot. But according to Ryunosuke, the shot occurred after he was dead, based on Ryunosuke's reasoning. The burn also as well, because he wasn't moving, so he's either dead or paralyzed in this matter. And the final wound is his teeth was removed. The poison could have been, she could have poisoned the drink, and since she didn't have any teeth removed, it could have been up in his gums. And he died immediately. That's what we go on with. You have had long enough, counsel. We cannot detain our English guest any longer. And pipe down. I ask the prosecution and the defense now, one last time. Does either side have any further evidence to present to the court? I presume not, but...
The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency.
Ryunosuke, we're out of options here. This really is our very last chance. Yes, I know. There we go. Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence. That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior. Well, Miss Brett.
Yes, Yes.
Damn.
Yes, Your Excellency.
If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence a little longer.
It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid... No, it's not so very long until tea time.
It was just a formality. Relax. I don't even want to finish reading what she had to say. Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems I wasn't clear. I realize it was phrased as a question. However, I must ask you to treat that as an order. Yeah, don't say nothing else.
I've said it many times before, but...
I hate Japanese language. I hate being here on tea time with the British and the bottled water.
Shut up. Or I'll put you in that goose in a headlock.
The Japanese language makes no sense.
I don't give a damn. My apologies, dear lady. You are sent for apologize. For a backbone. So, counsel. What is this new evidence that demands the court's attention? Yeah. No look, present.
Yes!
Miss Giselle Brett, we understand you are studying under Dr. Wilson at UMA University doing research. Research by sheer coincidence, perhaps, into a deadly poison.
What?
Poison? Where are you going with this, counsel? A toxin known as Curare, Your Excellency. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death.
Objection!
What? Complete and utter nonsense. Curare, you say? I've never even heard of it.
Duh. You wouldn't have done. I'm not. What is this?
What do you mean by that?
I mean that you wouldn't have heard of Curare before, for one very simple reason. It doesn't exist in our country. It doesn't exist? Correct, which means no matter what test the police can do for toxins, they never identify Curer. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison.
Wow!
Order, order, order! Council, does this deadly poison truly exist? According to this report, a third. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta end the episode on that. A third. A-U-T-H-O-R-E-D. A third. I don't know what. I was gonna record for another 5 minutes, but I don't even want to speak. I don't want to speak. I don't want to talk no more. Wrong voice. Completely messed that 5th grade level word up. Sorry if I got loud. I leaned closer towards the mic. I was pathetic. I'm gonna keep rocking, bro. I'm gonna keep rocking. But that was rough. According to this report authored by the visiting research student from England, Curer has long been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows. It seems that it's reasonably well known among European doctors and scientists. Yo, why Ryunosuke? How many times you go look at them same 3 pieces of paper?
To lace their arrows?
The report states that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle, and it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with Curer suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett?
Objection!
Trumpery!
That's a nice word. That's a nice word.
Trumpery? These aspersions are utter trumpery. To start with, if the victim had been administered some of this so-called deadly poison, he wouldn't have been squirming and writhing in pain, and the other diners would have surely noticed.
Oh, you know all about this poison, don't you? That's true. What do you say to that, Inspector? Obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that. I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain. He wasn't in pain when he burned his hand, so clearly. According to this, however, it's the other way around.
What do you mean, the other way around?
The very fact that the victim didn't show any visible signs of distress is evident that Curer was used, especially since he burned his hand and didn't make a single noise. Explain yourself, counsel. The moment this toxin enters a person's system, causes instant paralysis. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there would be no visible signs of pain at all. How terrible! Obviously, if a man lost all the strength in his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects could go largely unnoticed. But I don't follow, Cosmo. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death. Bro, paralysis is all muscle. Duh. How can you breathe when you're know what I'm saying? Let me get off Dr. Light. Let me take a sip. Your automatic functions, such as breathing, relies on certain muscles in the body. Now, if the muscles are paralyzed, it will
cause suffocation to the abdomen. Stop playing with me, bruh. Unlike House, I deal with zebras, not horses. Y'all don't even get that reference. Cause what you think? I'm not even finna explain to y'all peasants. Fine. If you go big, I bet. You know what I'm saying? Doctors try to think simple, cause most cases are simple. It's only the rare cases. So when you think of problems within a body, you know what I'm saying? You should think, if you hear the sound of hooves hitting the ground, you should think of horses and not zebras, because you're more likely to see a horse than a zebra. Man, stop playing with me.
It's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death. The full explanation is extremely unpleasant. The poison causes immediately paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. Why she about to say what I said? But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe, it causes the muscle that control respiration to fail. Respiration? In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation, and all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move or speak.
that's hideous.
To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was slipping peacefully into an endless sleep. But for the victim himself, his final moments would be a living hell. That is the true nature of this deadly cure poison. What you got to say about that, Ruffles? And you're suggesting that this bottle, Council, actually contains this terrifying poison.
Objection!
This shit is all I knew. You and me only. It's the end of the episode, but still you my homies. We can work it out. But I guess things change. I'm gonna save it right here and be back with you lames. I don't know the rest of the lyrics anyway, so I'm done freestyling. But that's all for this episode. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace out.